Retiring on a small pension or social security in 2026 is a growing concern for many, especially in countries where the cost of living continues to rise. For those looking to maximize their retirement savings and stretch their income, relocating to a more affordable country is an attractive option. Several nations offer not only lower costs, but also a high quality of life, safety, and access to essential amenities, making them ideal for retirees on a budget. Whether you're looking for vibrant city life or a peaceful coastal retreat, retiring abroad on a small pension or social security is more achievable than ever, providing the perfect balance of affordability and adventure. So here is the list of the 12 best countries to retire on a small pension or social security in 2026. Number 12 on our list is Mexico, a country rich in history, culture, and breathtaking natural scenery. From deserts and mountains to turquoise coastlines, Mexico offers incredible diversity. It's also home to one of the largest expat communities in the world, with many retirees drawn here by the lifestyle, friendly people, warm climate, and affordable cost of living. Life in Mexico is full of color, energy, and variety. In major cities like Mexico City, daily life is fast-paced and modern, centered around business, culture, and world-class dining. In contrast, coastal cities such as Puerto Vallarta or Playa del Carmen offer a slower, more relaxed lifestyle focused on beaches, outdoor activities, and community living. Mexico is one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world, shaped by indigenous roots, Spanish heritage, and modern influences. Daily life feels lively and welcoming, and many expats say it doesn't take long to feel accepted. Warm greetings, casual conversations, and strong social connections are part of everyday life, especially in popular retirement areas like Lake Chapala. Quality of life is one of Mexico's biggest strengths. The country is known for its natural beauty, rich cuisine, music, festivals, and strong sense of family and tradition. Everyday life feels social and engaging, with local markets, outdoor dining, and cultural events adding to the overall experience. The climate is another major advantage. Most retirement-friendly regions enjoy average temperatures between 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, along with 250 to 300 sunny days per year, making outdoor living a natural part of daily life. Financially, Mexico is far more affordable than many Western countries. According to cost of living data, a single person can live comfortably with total monthly expenses, including rent around $900 to $1,000, with lower costs for housing, food, transportation, and entertainment when you live like a local. For retirees and expats looking to stretch a small pension or social security income, Mexico shows that a comfortable, enjoyable lifestyle is still very achievable without spending a fortune. Number 11 on our list is Panama, a country that doesn't try to be flashy, but gets something very important: you can live a rich, fulfilling life here without spending a fortune. For many expats and retirees, Panama is all about making your money go further, while still enjoying good food, culture, nature, and modern conveniences. Real cost of living data shows that everyday expenses for a single person in Panama, including rent, typically run around $800 to $1,200 per month, depending on whether you live in Panama City or in smaller towns and how modest your lifestyle is. Housing costs are the biggest factor, but even here prices remain much lower than in many Western countries, especially if you choose local neighborhoods over luxury developments. What makes Panama especially appealing isn't just the numbers, it's the day-to-day experience. Life here feels relaxed and affordable, with street markets, fresh produce, outdoor cafes, and natural beauty all around. For retirees and expats who earn from abroad and spend locally, the difference in purchasing power is noticeable. You can enjoy travel, dining out, and activities without feeling financially stretched. Infrastructure and services in Panama are a mix of modern and developing. Healthcare, transport, and amenities are good in cities and improving in smaller regions. What you gain instead is time, space, and financial breathing room. which is exactly why many expats stay longer than they planned. Panama shows that a comfortable life doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you live like a local and embrace the country's relaxed rhythm of life. Number 10 on our list is the Philippines, an archipelago that's been quietly rising on the radar of expats, retirees, and remote workers. And not just because it's affordable. Here, comfort and character come together in a way that feels warm, relaxed, and genuinely inviting. The Philippines also has well-established expat communities, such as the Internations Philippines Network, which brings together thousands of foreigners in cities like Manila, Cebu, and Dumaguete for social events, shared tips, and local support. People here value leisure, friendliness, and a laid-back lifestyle, making even routine life feel more enjoyable. The Philippines' overall cost of living is significantly lower than many Western countries. Everyday basics like groceries, transportation, and utilities often cost far less than what people are used to paying back home. According to cost of living data, a single person's total monthly expenses, including rent for a modest lifestyle, typically fall between $800 and $1,000, depending on location and housing choices. Many people find that a simple but comfortable lifestyle fits well within that range, especially when living outside the most expensive neighborhoods. Housing is the biggest variable, but even then, rent remains much lower than in most Western countries, particularly if you choose local areas over luxury developments. What truly makes the Philippines stand out is how far your budget goes in everyday life. You're not just cutting costs, you're gaining ease. Daily routines feel lighter, expenses feel manageable, and financial pressure takes a noticeable step back. Life moves at a pace that allows room to breathe. Cities and towns across the country each have their own personality. Some areas buzz with energy, nightlife, and culture, while others offer quiet coastal living, relaxed afternoons, and a slower rhythm. The atmosphere feels social without being overwhelming, and many describe it as naturally easygoing rather than rushed. While infrastructure and public services can vary by region, many long-term residents say the trade-off is worth it for the financial freedom and lifestyle flexibility they gain. In the end, the Philippines proves that living comfortably and enjoying life doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Number 9 on our list is Colombia, a country that's been quietly gaining attention from expats, retirees, and remote workers, and not just because it's affordable. Here, comfort and character come together in a way that feels alive, vibrant, and real. Colombia's cost of living is noticeably lower than in most Western countries. For a single person, total monthly expenses, including rent, commonly fall between $900 and $1,100, depending on the city and housing choice. Everyday costs such as groceries, transportation, utilities, and basic services remain manageable, especially outside the most expensive neighborhoods. Everyday life in Colombia tends to settle into a steady, comfortable rhythm. Many regions experience around 250 to 300 sunny days per year, which naturally draws life outdoors. Despite lingering stereotypes, long-term residents often say the country today feels far safer and more stable than its reputation suggests, particularly in cities and areas popular with foreigners. Cities and towns across Colombia each have their own character. Some places buzz with cultural energy and nightlife, while others move at a slower pace, centered around parks, cafes, and public plazas. The overall atmosphere is often described as grounded and authentic, rather than flashy or high pressure. Colombia also has well-established expat communities in several cities. In Medellin's El Poblado and Laureles districts, a thriving international community gathers around cafes, co-working spaces, and social events, while coastal cities like Cartagena and urban hubs like Bogotá also host growing numbers of expatriates choosing to live and work abroad. For retirees, Colombia offers residency options such as a pension-based visa, allowing long-term stay with proof of steady income. Many long-term residents say daily life reflects a country that has changed significantly, with better infrastructure, improved services in key regions, and a lower overall cost of living. Colombia shows that living comfortably doesn't require living expensively. Number 8 on our list is Albania, a country whose reputation has changed dramatically in recent years. Once overshadowed by Mediterranean neighbours like Greece and Italy, Albania is now gaining attention for its striking landscapes, welcoming culture, and everyday affordability. From rugged mountain regions to a crystal-clear coastline. Albania works well for people planning more than a short visit. Many foreigners can stay up to 1 year visa-free, and those who want to remain longer can apply for a temporary residence permit inside the country. Retirees and long-term residents typically qualify under pension or passive income categories, which require proof of steady income and basic health insurance without the need to invest or work locally. Daily life here feels uncomplicated. It's largely cash-based, with fewer subscriptions, fees, and recurring expenses. Meals, transport, and everyday necessities are paid as you go, which keeps spending predictable and reduces financial pressure. Social life revolves around cafes, walks, and shared public spaces rather than expensive entertainment. The pace is calm but not isolating, and being outdoors is part of everyday routine. Combined with Albania's mix of mountains, coastlines, and historic towns, life rarely feels restricted or dull. Albania is widely considered one of the cheapest countries in Europe, with total monthly living costs all in, commonly around $700 to $800, making long-term living feasible without high expenses. Albania isn't perfect, and it doesn't try to be. For many long-term residents, the trade-off makes sense. Low overall costs, flexible long-stay options, and a lifestyle that feels sustainable rather than rushed. Proof that simple living can still be rewarding. Number 7 on our list is Ecuador, a South American country that surprises many with how full and varied life can feel here, even on a modest budget. Unlike some smaller or quieter destinations, Ecuador offers a blend of cultures, landscapes, and lifestyles that give daily life a bit more bounce and depth. Ecuador's total cost of living remains lower than in most Western nations. According to cost of living data, a single person's all-in monthly expenses, including essentials like food, transport, healthcare, and everyday needs, are commonly around $800 to $900 per month. This affordability stands out especially because Ecuador uses the US dollar as its currency, making budgeting from a pension or social security income straightforward for many retirees. The country also has formal residency options for people looking to stay long-term. Ecuador offers a pensioner jubilado visa, which generally requires proof of a stable retirement income, typically around $800 per month or more, plus basic documentation and a background check. Once approved, it provides legal long-stay residency with access to public services. Life in Ecuador is diverse by design. You can find colonial charm and cultural buzz in cities like Quito or Cuenca, beach town vibes on the Pacific coast in places like Olón, or tranquil mountain living in areas such as Vilcabamba, often nicknamed the Valley of Longevity for its mild climate and relaxed pace. This means everyday life can fit many preferences. Urban explorers, nature lovers, and people who just want quiet afternoons all find their niche. Ecuador's climate also enhances daily living. Much of the country enjoys mild weather year-round, thanks to elevation and location near the equator, which keeps outdoor living pleasant without extreme heat or cold. Another part of Ecuador's appeal is its growing expat presence. Cities like Cuenca have well-established international communities, where newcomers share tips, social events, and support networks, making settling in easier without isolating from local culture. Ecuador isn't without its contrasts. Urban infrastructure varies by region, and Spanish proficiency helps. But for many long-term residents, the combination of manageable costs, varied environments, and accessible residency options makes daily life richer and more balanced than they expected. Ecuador shows that a full, active life can be lived without a high price tag. Number 6 on our list is Vietnam, and this is one of those countries where many expats feel their money finally starts working for them again. Everyday life here is much less expensive than in the United States or Western Europe, making it possible to enjoy your routine without constantly stressing about costs. Groceries, transportation, utilities, and services are all notably affordable compared with Western prices, and regular activities don't take a big bite out of your monthly budget. According to cost of living data, a single person's total monthly living costs, including rent, commonly sit around $800 to $900 per month, giving retirees and long-term residents plenty of room to live comfortably. Vietnam does not currently offer a dedicated retirement visa the way some other countries do, and there is no official pension or retirement category for foreigners. Instead, people who want to stay long-term typically use tourist visas with periodic extensions, or they apply for business or investor visas, which can allow longer stays if you meet the relevant requirements. Many expats choose smaller cities or towns as their base because these places feel more relaxed and often cost less than the largest urban centres. Life outside the busiest areas feels quieter and less hectic, and daily routines tend to blend local markets, street food, friendly neighbourhood hangouts, and leisurely exploration. Healthcare access varies by location, but in larger cities like Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang, private hospitals and clinics are available, with costs for basic care far lower than in many Western countries. Vietnamese people are known for being friendly and welcoming, and everyday life tends to be social and relaxed. The warm climate encourages time spent outdoors, whether savouring street food at a local stall, exploring parks, or wandering through markets. Many expats say they feel less financial and social pressure here, which makes daily life feel easier and more enjoyable. Vietnam is not perfect. Infrastructure can vary between regions, and visa rules require flexibility and planning. But for those who want lower costs, cultural richness, and a lifestyle that doesn't feel rushed or expensive, Vietnam continues to be a strong option for retirees and long-term residents. Number 5 on our list is the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a Caribbean island nation where beaches, sunshine, and tropical scenery are part of everyday life. Long stretches of coastline, turquoise waters, and warm sandy beaches define life here. Whether you're exploring rural seaside towns or settling into lively expat hubs like Punta Cana, Sosua, or Las Terrenas. The country's natural beauty and relaxed seaside culture are among its strongest draws. The climate is warm year-round, with average temperatures typically ranging from the mid-70s to mid-80s degrees Fahrenheit, and the country enjoys sunny days throughout most of the year, especially during the dry season from November to April. Safety can vary depending on where you are, but many expats highlight that tourist and expat-friendly areas, gated communities, and popular beach towns tend to feel secure and well-policed, making these places comfortable for long-term living. Petty theft can occur as in many destinations, but local resorts and retirement communities often invest in dedicated security and services. For retirees or anyone planning a long stay, the Dominican Republic offers visa options such as the Pensionado retirement visa, which typically requires proof of a stable monthly income, often cited at around $1,500 per month, and other long-stay residence permits that allow extended legal stays with appropriate documentation. In terms of everyday expenses, the Dominican Republic remains significantly more affordable than many Western countries. Based on cost of living data, consumer prices in the Dominican Republic are about 40% lower than in the United States, and total average living costs, including rent and basics, reflect this general affordability. Though exact all-in figures vary by lifestyle and location. Beautiful beaches, warm weather nearly every day of the year, a laid-back lifestyle, and a cost structure that lets your money stretch further make the Dominican Republic an appealing choice for retirees and long-term expats seeking sun, sea, and a beach-oriented way of life. Number 4 on our list is Bulgaria. Bulgaria is located in southeastern Europe, bordering Turkey, Greece, North Macedonia, Serbia, and Romania. It sits on the eastern side of the Balkan Mountains and stretches all the way to the Black Sea, giving the country a mix of inland landscapes and coastal living that feels distinctly European, but less crowded than Western destinations. The climate is varied. Summers can be hot, while winters are cold, especially inland. Coastal areas along the Black Sea tend to have a Mediterranean influence, while much of the interior experiences a more moderate continental climate. This gives residents clear seasonal changes, which many expats actually prefer over year-round heat. Bulgaria stands out for how easy everyday life can feel. Walking and cycling are common in towns and cities, with pedestrian-only shopping streets, sidewalks, parks, and bike lanes widely available. Daily routines don't require a car in many areas, which naturally keeps costs lower and encourages a slower, more active lifestyle. When it comes to expenses, Bulgaria remains one of the most affordable countries in the European Union. Based on cost of living data, a single person's total monthly living costs, all in, commonly fall in the range of $700 to $900, depending on how simply you live. Food, transport, utilities, and basic services remain far below Western European levels, and Bulgaria's flat income tax of 10% is another factor that attracts retirees and long-term residents. Language is something to be aware of. Bulgarian is the official language and uses the Cyrillic alphabet. Younger generations often speak English, especially in cities and business environments, while English is less common in rural or remote areas. Most expats find that learning basic Bulgarian goes a long way in daily life. For long-term stays, Bulgaria offers residence options for retirees and financially independent foreigners. Applicants generally need proof of steady income, health insurance, and accommodation. Once approved, residence permits are renewable, allowing long-term legal living without the need to work locally. Bulgaria doesn't feel polished or flashy, but that's part of its appeal. For those looking for low costs, walkable cities, seasonal living, and a European lifestyle without European prices, Bulgaria offers a practical and grounded option that continues to fly under the radar. Number 3 on our list is Romania, a country that has become one of the fastest growing international destinations for expats over the past decade. Following industrial expansion in the 2000s, Romania today blends modern cities, rich history, and a welcoming social vibe. Its main industries include machinery and electric energy, while the services sector plays an important role in the local economy, giving the country a more cosmopolitan atmosphere than many people expect. Life in Romania can be very affordable compared with Western Europe or North America. Based on cost of living data, a single person's total monthly living costs, all in, tend to sit around $700 to $900. This reflects everyday spending on food, transportation, utilities, and other basics. Not a luxury lifestyle, but a comfortable one. If you're planning to stay long-term, Romania has different options depending on your situation. Citizens of the EU or EEA do not need a visa and can simply register for residence. Non-EU citizens must obtain the appropriate visa before arrival and then apply for a residence permit, which typically requires proof of income, health insurance, and accommodation. Crime in Romania is generally similar to that of many other European countries. It is not widely regarded as more dangerous than average, but as anywhere, a reasonable level of awareness and caution is always recommended. For retirees, Romania makes sense because of its low overall costs, walkable cities, access to healthcare with private insurance, and slower pace of life outside major business centres. Combined with a strong sense of culture, friendly communities, and affordable daily living, Romania offers a practical and comfortable option for retirement without the high expenses of Western Europe. Number 2 on our list is Sri Lanka, an island where daily life is shaped more by nature and routine than by schedules and pressure. Sri Lanka doesn't feel urban-driven or corporate. Instead, life here revolves around weather, food, markets, and community, which gives it a very different rhythm from Europe or North America. One of the biggest draws is how simple everyday living can be. Fresh food is widely available, public transport is inexpensive, and many daily needs are handled locally rather than through large systems or subscriptions. According to cost of living data, a single person's total monthly living costs, all in, are commonly around $600 to $800, which puts Sri Lanka among the more affordable long-term options in Asia without requiring extreme budgeting. Sri Lanka is also structured for long stays. The country offers a retirement residency option for foreigners over 55, often referred to as the My Dream Home program. It requires proof of stable income and a fixed bank deposit, but it allows retirees to live legally long-term, without working locally, which appeals to people on pensions or fixed incomes. Safety is another reason many retirees consider Sri Lanka. Serious crime involving foreigners is relatively rare, especially in coastal and residential areas. Daily life feels calm, and communities tend to be close-knit, with a strong sense of routine and familiarity rather than constant change. What sets Sri Lanka apart for retirement isn't just affordability, it's the lifestyle. Warm temperatures year-round, outdoor living, slower days, and a culture that values patience and hospitality create an environment where life feels less rushed. For retirees who want low costs, warm weather, and a quieter pace, Sri Lanka offers something very different from the typical expat destinations. Number 1 on our list is Cambodia, a country that consistently comes out on top for people who want life to feel simpler, slower, and far less expensive than back home. Cambodia doesn't try to impress with polish or luxury. Instead, it offers something many retirees and long-term expats value more: freedom from constant financial pressure. Daily life in Cambodia is inexpensive and straightforward. Local food, transportation, utilities, and services cost very little by Western standards, and it's easy to live comfortably without watching every dollar. Based on cost of living data, a single person's total monthly living costs, all in, commonly fall around $700 to $900, depending on how simply you live. That level of affordability is one of the main reasons Cambodia ranks so highly year after year. Cambodia is also easy when it comes to staying long-term. The country offers long stay and retirement visa options, including renewable visas for retirees and financially independent foreigners. These visas don't require large investments or property purchases, and the process is generally more flexible than in many other countries. Life here moves at a noticeably slower pace. Days are unstructured, routines are relaxed, and expectations are low. Many expats say they feel less stress overall, financially and socially, because there's no pressure to keep up with expensive lifestyles. Warm weather year-round supports outdoor living, and social life tends to revolve around simple meals, cafes, and casual conversations. Cambodia isn't perfect. Infrastructure can be basic in places, and patience is sometimes required. But for retirees who value low costs, visa simplicity, warm climate, and a lifestyle that feels unforced, Cambodia stands out. It shows that comfortable living doesn't need complexity, and that's exactly why it earns the #1 spot.